Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review Studio. Welcome back to another kit review. This time it is from Polar Lights. This is the Star Trek Strange New Worlds USS Enterprise NCC 1701. Now this kit is 1/1000th scale and brand new release from round 2 back from last year, I believe 2024. I'm just now getting this as I purchased this last week sometime, and it arrived in the mail. This of course is new tooling for the primary hull and extra details on the warp nacelles and other changes. It's 18 inches long, very similar to the Discovery Enterprise kit. So I think what they did is they retooled a lot of those parts for this kit here. Now of course this is a replica with authentic detailing from the CG version, or the computer generated version. I don't believe that they actually had filmed a real studio model for this show. It was all done with CG. So we're looking at authentic representation here from a CG drafted item. And it's fantastic here. What I noticed right away is how it's lighted up. It's very unique in its design with the lighting, also with the panel lining that's provided on this. Some of this panel lining you could probably do it yourself if you're real careful with your masking and such, but Polar Lights also did announce, or round 2 did announce, that they are coming out with a decal set for this, and it will include 3 decal sheets, 8 by 11.5 inches, and I think it's going to retail for around $40 for those decals. So they are sold separately here. They don't come with this kit. As of the end of February 2025, those decals have not been released yet. So I'm waiting patiently for those to come out. I may and I may not get them, because I'm a firm believer in just doing painting everything here instead of using the decals. But there, like I said, it does have clear parts for lighting, and they give us a sample here of what the decals will look like on the box side there. This is what it looks like on the short end of the box. And then the other side here, they do give us a sample of what the decals look like that come with this. Also, your standard round 2 base. And then the back side, I love round 2 for this, that they give us a detailed description of the kit with some pictures on the back side. 82 pieces in all. Measures, like we said, 17 to 18 inches, which is the same size as the Discovery Enterprise. I have that kit, but I don't have it on hand. I would like to do a comparison video between the two, and you'll probably see that here soon also. So let's go ahead, without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and look at the parts. And right away we have the very large stand, which is nice. Do give us the hollow tube for that. And round 2 used to offer this separately. It'd be nice if there are a few of those still available out there. And then right away we do have the saucer here. Kind of gives you the idea of the size. It is in a dark gray plastic. And then we have all our clear parts. Very nice here. Look like some of the parts have come loose off the sprue, but that's okay as long as we don't have any lost items. We'll check that out. Make sure that when you inspect your kits that none of the parts that fell off are gone for good, that they forgot to throw them in the bag. And that looks like the case here. I don't know, but and then continuing on with the main hull and the nacelles and such. There they are. The decals, we'll look at those here shortly. Nicely protected. And the instruction sheet. Let's go ahead and look at the instruction sheet here first. And reminiscent from the past, from round 2, they do give us some graphics and some art on the box sides, and that's what that looks like there. Right there. That right there. And that right there. It would be nice if they just gave us a color insert card for the graphics here instead of just putting them on the side. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Just like from previous kits, Polar Lights gives us a single sheet decal sheet front and back. You unfold it, get all the details about the kit here on the front. General assembly, glue assembly, sub-assemblies, decal and paint. And then we get right into the building of the kit. Very simple steps here, easy to follow. You know, I'm not sure if they describe in here what glues you could use. You could use super glue. You got to be very careful with super glue because it can fog the plastic. And of course, regular model cement can do the same. You just got to be very careful with those applications of glue. And then of course we have our window inserts going into the main hull. That's what that looks like there. So there's a lot going on here. If you want to light this, you're going to have to definitely do some light blocking, some heavy duty light blocking and some reflecting. So I would recommend the black, even with a glossy black light block with a coat of silver paint over the top, or even white paint over the top of the black. So that gives you a thorough light blocking here. Let's look at the parts. Okay, let's look at the trees here. This is the first one that I'm examining here. And I said it was kind of a dark gray, and in this case, this plastic looks to be a metallic silver. Very fine metallic flakes embedded in this plastic. It's very nice, actually. I do like it. Here's the back side, and the attachment points are pretty small and very fragile. Don't be surprised if you find loose pieces of the kit in the box. It's a good idea to do an inspection of the kit, make sure everything is there. There's a view of both sides of the nacelle. Very nice there. And I like to show you the other side of the kit here to let you know how much room you have inside of there for your lighting if you wanted to put LED light strips in there for this. And a little closer view there. And again. The other side. And both nacelles appear to be identical. Details there of the fins. And some of the other attachments to the nacelle. And the other side of the fins. No details lost here. The next tree is our main hull and the pylons for the nacelle along with the sensor dish array. Some of these parts aren't protected from being crushed, and a lot of them were bent over. I bent them back, so don't be surprised if you find the parts loose inside the bag. In this case, none are loose, but the sprue is broken here in the middle, and I'll show you that here in a second. And here's the back side. Very, very crisp detail here. I don't see any flaws or any sinkholes anywhere in this kit. Visibly, I can't see them with the eye, so it looks very good here so far. And here's one side of the pylon. And the other side of the pylon. And the back side of the pylon kind of gives you an idea on how much room you have to add your wiring to this. Looks to be A little bit of a cutout right there for your wiring. You could use some speaker wire for this, for your lights of the nacelle. The left side of the main hull. For the scale of the kit, the lines appear to be exaggerated, but that's what you want with these anyway, to give a little more detail. And the end of the nacelles themselves. Sensor array. And then we have the little antenna for the end of the sensor array, and you can see it broke off right there. And what they did, I found inside the bag, was another extra set of the antenna. And this is part number 9, so I actually have 4 number 9s. More parts of the sensor array. The right side of the hull. And here's the decals included with the kit. And like I said earlier, the panel lining decals are going to be sold separately by round 2. And of course, here's the clear parts. One large sprue tree of them. 3 parts have basically become detached from this, and the rear of the nacelle, those 2 parts there were becoming detached or totally off. And then the front of the nacelle over here, one of them was coming loose. But very fine detail here. Very nice. Lots of tiny pieces here for all your lighting needs for this kit. We'll go ahead and look at the aft of the nacelle parts that came loose first. Very nice, nicely detailed. And you can see that. And very classic rear shot of the nacelle with the holes, the grid screen area. And the clear insert for the bottom of the saucer for your windows. The clear insert for the top of the saucer for the bridge and such. And the window inserts for the main body, the main hull. Clear inserts for the nacelle, so you can light those up. Again, more inserts for the main hull. And of course, the other selling point for this kit are the windows on the front of the saucer. So you light up all those windows on the front of the saucer. Makes that very nice. Front of the nacelle. The clear covers for those. Very nice. So the sky's the limit as far as lighting this up if you want to light it up. And here's the bottom of the saucer. You can see this is the back end and this is the front here. You can see it has some fairly thick grid lines on here, but I think that's okay to bring out the details for this kit to really make it stand out. And you can see all the openings for the windows on the front edge here, which are going to be along the seam. And of course you can see the back side here, how much room you have inside for adding any kind of lighting. You know, I think round 2 did announce that they're going to come out with a lighting kit for this, but you know, if you're anxious to build this, why wait for that? Just add your own lights if you're able to do that. Very nice. Here's the details on the back end. and the details on the center of the bottom of the saucer. And you can see there is opening there for light to come out, and then the front edge of the saucer. And here's the top of the saucer, the front edge here, the back edge. Once again, the same details as we saw from the bottom with the panel lining. And you can see there is opening on the front there. Once again, the front edge has our windows, the bridge opening, the back area of the impulse engines. And this one is more flatter than the bottom section, so most of your lighting would probably be in the bottom area, but you do have the room for the lights. And closer look. Very unique, newly tooled top section here from the Discovery Enterprise. And of course, the front edge. And you can see the fins on the back edge there. And some extra parts that were in the same bag as the saucer. This is the bottom of the main hull, along with the other two parts there. I'm not going to show the stand again. We've seen those stands before, but it is nice because the stand does include a hollow rod. So let's go ahead and look at some photographs of some built-up models. And there you go. That was an open box review of the Polar Lights Star Trek Strange New Worlds USS Enterprise 1/1000th scale. And this kit is excellent for lighting up, as we saw, has many opportunities for that. Also lots of opportunities to do your own panel lining if you like. It's a fantastic kit for that and should be very impressive on the shelf. So with that, if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. I have many more Star Trek reviews just like this up and coming, so don't miss out and subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free and it really helps me out with your subscription. Happy modeling, everybody, and live long and prosper.